Hi guys, so I'm going to show you how to use effects in InDesign and how to create some more visually interesting layout designs. So I'm just going to start, just like always, a new document. I'm using a PC right now, so if you're on a Mac, your controls might be slightly different, your menu options might be a little bit different. And just because I am going to be using images, I'm going to set up with my document, just a one-page document with bleeds. So just tap twice up here. Oh, tap twice, once, and it just create a new document. So I downloaded some images already just from Pexels. So I'm using this website called Pexels, and they just have a bunch of high-res photos for free download. So it's a good source. I'm sure some of you have used it already. And so I'm just using these files to kind of do some experimental work. So I'm just going to show you a bunch of effects. I use the gradient feather tool, this one here, the gradient feather tool, and we're going to use the effects windows. So like always, Windows effects if you don't have that window present. So I'm just going to, oops, I just drew a rectangle frame. Now I'm going to go File, Place. I'm going to place one of these images. Oh, I didn't have it selected. So I get this ghost of an image on my cursor. And as soon as I select or click on that file, that frame, it will place it in. Now it's really huge. If I zoom out, Control minus, and I use either my direction, my white direction tool, or if I'm in another tool like my selection tool and I hover over the middle, that bullseye appears and I can select the image within the frame. So then that brown bounding box appears and we know that that is the entire image. When I go into my properties, you can see, into my links, you can see that image, the relative size, the dimensions. So that's much bigger than 8.5 by 11. I want to fit it quickly and easily, fit frame proportionally. I can do that different ways. Control Z to undo that. I can also grab one of the handles, side handles here, and press holding down the shift. I can resize proportionately. I can also do a right click and I can go fill frame proportionally. So I have one image in there. I'm just going to go Control 0 to go full frame again, or full screen again. I'm going to get one more image in there, and I can just do that by either copying and pasting this one and now placing another image, or I can hold down my Alt key on the Mac or Control Alt on the PC and I can copy. I'll just show you that again. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So Alt on the PC, on the Mac, and Control Alt on the PC, and that double arrow appears, and I know that I have copied and pasted. So now when I select that and go File, Place, or Control D, I can select that other images. So I have two images in there. This one is a slightly, if I click on the little bullseye here, you can see that the frame is a little bit not quite fit to the image. So now I have two images there. So now I can do lots of things. I want to first show you that directional feather tool. So it's this one here, the gradient feather tool. And really the gradient feather tool is just a way for an image to blend out. So I have this one selected. So if I have this image, image selected, I'm just going to blend this out and it will, I have it selected. There we go. And because I have this other one overlapping it, now if I go into my layers, I swap out the layers. Oh, I have two there. That's why I had accidentally two there. Okay, so I have gradient feather here, and I'm just going to blend this one. If I select this other image, I can just kind of blend them a little bit together. And if I press W, you can start to see what I'm trying to do here. So directional feather tool, when I do a little sharp, quick line, I get these really severe, excuse me, severe feathering. If I do a long, gentle one, you get this very minimal one. Excuse me, I have a little scratch in my throat. So this is just a way to just kind of do these kind of Photoshop effects. So there's a lot you can do with that, and I'm going to show you in the next video some more things that you can do with that.